So as I've been thinking about Kamala Harris and the fact that it's been only a little over 2 weeks since she became the Democratic nominee for president, she's gotten the delegates in place, and they had to do this virtual roll call ahead of the convention because of state laws, etc. I was thinking about how historic her rise to the top of the ticket is. When in politics, a lot of times we look to the past to see how similar events have played out and what happened. Well, the next closest event would have been 1968, and LBJ not running. He announced on March 31st of that year. His VP ended up winning at a brokered convention, and it cost the Democrats that race. It was messy. Now, we look at what happened with Kamala Harris. Joe Biden says, I'm not running. Like I said 2 weeks ago, middle of July. By all accounts, you would have said, oh, that's going to be bad. Well, he says, I endorse Kamala Harris. Immediately, the endorsements start rolling in. She has now been endorsed by several Republicans, every living president and vice president that the Democrats currently have, numerous leaders in the Democratic Party, and she's basically got overwhelming support, has enough delegates to become the nominee on a first ballot initiative, and everything like that. So, as I'm thinking about how historic this rise is, one of the things, and she's also going to announce her VP pick tomorrow, Tuesday. So, one of the things that I've been thinking about with this idea is that it's really only possible because of our modern technology. If it wasn't for modern technology, it would be much harder for her to do everything she's had to do. They were able to do a virtual Zoom call to do this delegate pledge ahead of these deadlines. They didn't have to meet in person. They didn't have to try to catch everybody on some kind of a conference call on a landline at the same time. For those old enough to know what those are, we didn't have to do a lot of things. There was a lot. We've held these virtual Zoom calls of these different groups, that raised money virtually, for her over the matter of a couple of hours, and again, held it over Zoom, held it with technology. She's been able to call and vet and talk to her VP picks without having to travel to meet them or catch them when they're in their office on a landline. The technology now has made such an impact in this election, and it's only going to get better. I mean, it was just a thought that how big of a role our technology now plays, not only just in everyday life, but our politics. It was just kind of amazing as I was thinking about it.